So far, it has been extremely difficult just because of the sheer levels of violence. And of course, what we really need to see, the only thing that will keep children in Ukraine safe right now is a complete cessation of hostilities. In terms of the share of where refugees are going from Ukraine at the moment, we're looking at, I think, more than 3.5 million people have fled the country in just about 3.5 weeks. It's incredible. And then, we know about half of those are children.
I did want to ask you a question about what were we doing in Ukraine and where in Ukraine before the war started?
So we, as Save the Children, have been in Ukraine since 2014, in the east of the country, where the escalation took place then. And I actually was there myself in, I think, 2015. And we have been basically doing a lot of support for children, getting children into school. I remember when I visited, I went to a school that had actually been hit by an attack in eastern Ukraine, and it's really heartbreaking to see that here we are, 6, 7, 8 years later, and things have only got worse when it comes to attacks on schools.
I mean, it is hugely destructive for children's lives, never mind anybody else's.
The critical things about this particular conflict is the ripple effects that we're actually seeing outside of Ukraine and across the world. It's incredible. 90% of the wheat that is imported into Somalia and Kenya comes from Russia and Ukraine right now. The levels of hunger in the world right now, the levels of conflict, I think 450 million children are going up in conflict right now. Just this month, we've seen the 11th anniversary of the war in Syria, the anniversary of the war in Yemen. It's just a shocking cycle that we're in at the moment.
Well, this is a moment where you can reflect on the value of the emergency fund.
Absolutely. I mean, it's our Children's Emergency Fund, which allows us to respond to emergencies immediately as and when they happen, wherever they happen in the world, because we have, a pool of money ready to go. It's critical in allowing Save the Children to scale up. We absolutely couldn't do what we do and be there for children across the world without it.
The network that Save the Children has, I think, makes an enormous difference to our ability to provide the appropriate level of support as far as it is possible to do so. And let's face it, in conflict zones, that is really difficult.
The reason we're able to do that is due to the network, the presence in more than 100 countries, and the incredible ongoing work of colleagues in Romania and in Ukraine who are there every day, even when the global spotlight isn't on what's happening in that country.
I particularly appreciate what they've been doing, but what they're certainly doing now, and they know they're in it for the long run. So thank you very much indeed for that.
Yeah, it's been a privilege. Thank you so much for your time today. We really appreciate it. Thank you.